Heyo everybody, Haku here with my review of Boku no Hero Academia Season 2, Episode 9 this week. There's not going to be much more to say than that it was amazing, because I had high hopes for it. I was very, extremely hyped this morning to get to watch it, because as I've said, Uraraka Bakugou is one of my favorite fights from the manga. So yeah, and that's the thing, it was mostly a fight episode, and I kind of said that I thought it was going to be. Most of it was story told through the fight, through action, and when you get a chapter or episode of something like that, there's usually not much to say word-wise, unless I wanted to break down the fight like blow by blow, but there's no reason to. I guess let's talk about some of the things I liked from start to finish, and then just talk about it as a whole or whatever. One of the things I thought was funny near the beginning where Bakugou had his line, "You're the one that makes things float, right?" And then I think actually I liked the one manga translation was like, "You're the bitch that floats shit, right?" I love that. The music was so great just from the beginning. At the first sort of part of their fight, then we had Aizawa coming in with his statement with "You should probably go home and think of a new career." I love that sequence. We had the meteor shower sequence, which was done amazingly, so good. And the music at the end when she's trying to stand back up, crawl towards him, all that was so good. Like the entire fight. Again, the choreography was great. It was portrayed really well. They maybe could have even made it longer, but I don't think they needed to. I thought it was really solid, and the pacing was great, because I said before going into this, I was like, we'll probably get the fight, then we'll probably get the build-up for Todoroki and Izuku, and then we'll probably get the end will be Todoroki and Izuku walking out, them saying start, and then it'll end, because that's the way it's ended the past 2 or 3 episodes, and it ended that way again. But yeah, that is all we got. We got the great Kirishima win, though, because I love the OST they've been using for him and Tetsu. And then Uraraka, this really good emotional scene with her on the phone with her dad or whatever. I thought that was really good as well. Really, there's nothing to complain about at all. The Midoriya and Endeavor scene was handled well, and the match between Todoroki and Izuku starting next week. So yeah, I thought it was an amazing episode. I thought it's one of the best fight scenes I've seen in a while. Because I feel like most fights nowadays, now that animation is it can be a bit better with some of the technological advances. A lot of fights are just really flashy and stuff. Well, in some series fights are just screaming your attacks back and forth, and God, that's even worse. Because at least the flashy stuff looks really awesome, and is awesome a lot of the time, but this is like the sort of fight that I remember growing up watching. This is the sort of Rock Lee Gaara type of fight. This is the Usopp Mr. 4 kind of fight, where it's based around emotion. It's an emotional fight, and I like those a hell of a lot more than, I don't know, a lot of the fights we get now. I feel like this is one of the more emotional fights I've seen in a while, and I think it's really good in that regard. Was it as good as some of those fights from my childhood as I remember them? Not really. Well, maybe better than the Usopp Mr. 4 fight. I don't know. That was really good. But at least the Rock Lee Gaara fight, I think it took place over like 2 or 3 episodes that sort of had this long, drawn-out sort of pacing, which I thought helped it and made it a lot better, because it was a really good fight, so getting to see that much of it was good. Where with this, I don't know if they could have done that, just because of how early it is in the series, and the way the series is structured. But yeah, pretty much, that's just all I gotta say. I thought it was a great emotional fight. I thought the episode was great. Of course, I'm giving it 10 meteor showers out of 10. Of course, I'm giving it a perfect score. I absolutely loved it. But yeah, that's all I gotta say. It was only those few things that happened. So either way, if you did like the video, don't want to waste any more of your time rambling on. Comment whatever you want about this week's episode, my thoughts on it, all that. Interested to see what you thought. Follow on Twitter if you want, and subscribe for more Boku no Hero Academia, both manga and anime. I am covering the rest of this season, of course, and I'm getting ready. We're almost caught up. I think one more week. I think next week is when we'll be caught up to the manga. And then I may also add the spin-off manga as well at some point in the future, maybe in a few weeks. So yeah, that is it. Thank you once again for watching, and I'll see you all next time.